I've always loved sports, but
yeah,
like boxing does something to me, man. It
yeah.
lit a fire in my heart that like it's always been there, but I just want to make something. I want to give my all to something, so regardless of what will happen, and see what happens to it. How doing? Anything about you good?
I'm good, very well. Good to see you. Right, we are now joined by Rebwar Abdoullahi, CSL Cruiserweight champion, soon to be two division. Right, we are here in Iron Fist Gym, your home gym. Home gym. Well, let's start off. Why Iron Fist?
Why Iron Fist?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a little bit of backstory actually. So me and my coach Kamran met 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. And that was my first fight. That was my first charity event fight I did, and we met. And he knew I was very nervous backstage.
Where was this fight?
This was in Aldershot.
Yeah,
Aldershot.
Is this first CSL fight?
First CSL, my first fight. And I was nervous backstage. Didn't have anybody to warm me up. Kamran was there, so that's the first time we met. Yeah.
It just kicked off from there.
It kicked off from there. Obviously, a couple of years after, then we were always in contact with each other actually, and
right.
I wanted to just make a go of it. And then when I got back from Australia, even before I got back from Australia, we were in contact. Yeah. Like we were just talking. I said, when I get back, I'm gonna hit it hard. And then, alhamdulillah, the last year and a half, 2 years, we've been training hard together.
Solid, hard.
I've learned a lot.
We've actually seen the footage of you, obviously, when it was allowed during this whole COVID period. A lot of the white collar fighters, all the way through to the amateurs, professionals, a lot of them guys weren't training.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of footage of you coming here, whenever you could, train in here, ticking over. You didn't have a fight date. You didn't really have anything to prepare for, but you were always here, always in shape, in shape.
I always, like I said, I came back from Australia quite like, I wouldn't say I was out of shape, but I was bigger than I was now.
Yeah, I mean, you were fighting at cruiser.
Yeah, exactly. I was fighting at cruiser. I came from heavyweight. But it was just a switch in my mind, man. I wanted to hit, I'm passionate about boxing. I didn't realise how passionate I am about fighting, actually.
Yeah.
It's just the adrenaline that makes me feel alive. So
I'm guessing, when did this passion grow? Because obviously you started off in rugby, right?
Yeah.
When did you start in rugby?
I've always been pretty competitive. I started playing rugby when I was 16, 17.
Right.
So I've always played sports wherever I could. I didn't realise how much I'd fall in love with boxing or fighting.
Yeah, you went from rugby to football, and then now you're in boxing.
No one should get this twisted. I'm a footballer, and I will always be a footballer first. Yeah. Okay. These are some twinkle toes, I promise you that. But
you're not working targets.
Shout out working targets. I've always loved sports, but like boxing does something to me, man. It lit a fire in my heart that like it's always been there, but I just want to make something. I want to give my all to something, so regardless of what will happen, and see what happens to it.
So that's why you're at Iron Fist. You want to learn more about this.
I'm at Iron Fist because, like I said, like it is. I always say to my coach as well, it was a bit of a low point in my life.
Right.
I always tell him that we were meant to meet. It was fate that we were meant to meet. Yeah, God put us together for a reason, man. And
right.
I'm grateful, and I've learned a lot from him as well.
How much would you say in your own words, have you progressed from that first CSL event?
Yeah.
All the way up until
what? I'm a different kettle of fish.
How have you evolved as a fighter?
We always joke about it here, but when I felt even the videos I watch now, I'm a very come forward fighter as it is.
Right.
But there wasn't much head movement. It was just swinging, and hopefully one would land, and that would be the rest of it.
I remember I was there at that first event, and obviously you're a big guy, you've got a good engine on you, and you just wanted to support.
Yeah.
But now you're saying you've smoothed over them rough edges.
I still want to brawl. I still want to fight. There's a brute in me somewhere, but I know that that's not what boxing is. Boxing is a fight, but there's so much brain to it. Sweet science, as you say, man. So there's things that have to be learned, and I have to be on point to be able to be a boxer, not just a fighter. So
would you say are you seeing them improvements now? I'm guessing in sparring. When was the last event? Or when was the last time you fought? I'm guessing
last time I fought was 2 years ago. Yeah, actually around this time 2 years ago. You know what? I go off what my coach says. If he says to me I'm doing well, if I'm doing the things he tells me to do, and kind of the feedback he gives me, then I know I'm in good stead. Because for me, I just need to listen to him. Good, and the rest will follow. If it does follow, it follows. If it doesn't, we're going to fight them.
Right.
We'll go with that, to be honest.
Now, you are fighting October the 2nd.
Yes.
You're back on the Combat Sports Scene show. You've gone to, you've got this reputation where you're happy to fight wherever.
Yeah.
Anywhere, any place, any man, whatever.
Anytime,
yeah. What's making you come back to CSL?
It just worked out that way, to be honest with you. It was
the time,
the luck and the fate. It worked out. Had a couple of fights I was scheduled to be in, but sparring broke my nose, so I couldn't. But then it just worked. It looks like it. But it worked out well. I'm happy to be fighting my own time, man. People give me love, and I respect it a lot, man. So I want to put on a good show for everybody. Yeah. So obviously you're combining training here, Iron Fist. Yeah. And I've actually seen you last week at the fight camp down in the Alpha Centre in Woking. Yeah. What do you make of the sessions there? They're good.
Enjoyable.
Yeah. So the coach there was Kaz, and Kaz was my original coach where I did my first three or four fights. So for me, it's just like going back to, and we've known each other since I came to the country. So like it's a close relationship, and I'm happy to be around Kaz. And it was really intense, actually. It was really intense. I really enjoyed it, and it tops up what I'm doing with my coach here.
Right.
So, happy days.
I'm just going to quickly pull up the fan questions.
Yes.
We put an Instagram story out
the
other day. So obviously we kind of touched on it already, for the transition from rugby to football. Football, you were always there, but more so rugby to boxing.
Yeah.
Just quickly touch over that one again.
The reason why I started playing rugby, in all honest truth, was I was playing football one day, and shout out to my boy Dom Sama. I was playing football one day, and he's about 6'8", and I thought I really want to go against that guy. Because it's a test at the end of the day. He's massive. Yeah. And I thought, this looks like now. I was getting bigger and bigger as college years went on. So I thought, I want to go and fight like that. I want to go play rugby against him. And it just kind of developed from there. I played for the local team. I played.
What team was it?
Chobham. So we played we played in a pretty good league. It's all like semi-pro. So it's a very good league.
Did you ever think you wanted to go pro in rugby?
Not particularly, because it was just something I was doing. Like my friends were doing it, and I wanted to play as well. But then it transitioned to boxing.
Right. We've got another question in. So you started off at heavyweight, right? At CSL 1. Then you dropped down to cruiserweight. You won the belt there. Why are you now coming down to light heavyweight? What's the reason behind that?
There's no reason per se. It's healthier living.
Yeah.
I think if you want to,
a lot.
Hopefully, you know what it is. If you want to be an athlete, you have to do what athletes do. You have to be disciplined, which is the most important thing that even me and my coach was talking about. You have to be disciplined. Like what I want now. I love my food. I love to go out, but what I want now shouldn't matter to what I want later on in life.
So I'm guessing now you're covering all the other bases. So like nutrition and all that. Yeah. Is that down to you? You're tracking all
It's just down to myself, that sort of stuff. When I was growing up, or in college and university, I did PE and sports, which you cover nutrition. I went to uni and did sports science, so I know the basics. I've got a very good friend who's a sports. He's not a sports nutritionist, but he's got a sports science degree, a master's in it actually. Oh wow! Yeah. Shout out to Connor Stewart. But he's helped me through the years as well. But I know enough to be able to maintain and to drop the weight.
Will we ever see a return to cruiserweight?
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You're gonna stay and dominate.
I want light heavy is where I want to be. Light heavy, and if I can get light, I will get lighter. Right.
I think you like this question. It's actually from your coach, Karan.
Okay.
Why do you sweat so much?
You know what? It's one of those old age myths you just don't know, to be honest with you. I think that'll go down in history. Like, I want to say it's because of their hair, but if I trim it off, I sweat just as much. So we'll leave it at that, man. I don't want to gross everybody out.
You're too hydrated. You drink
Maybe I drink too much water or something. Yeah, I'm too healthy. That's what it is.
All right. Now, let's talk about the reason why we're actually here.
Yeah.
CSL 5, October 2nd.
Yes.
You're fighting Danny Worsfold. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. Sorry, Danny. In the main event. What do you know about Danny?
Nothing.
You literally know nothing.
Nothing at all.
Ali hasn't filled you in with anything.
I've heard he said that he's got much experience. He's had fights.
Okay.
I've heard that he's going to be my toughest test to date. So I look forward to it.
Do you think he will be the toughest test?
We'll only know until I'm in there and we'll fight.
Have you not seen any footage?
I've not watched any clips yet, to be honest with you.
Are you planning on?
If someone shows it to me, I'll watch it. But to be honest with you, the way I see it is we're going to go in there, we're going to have a war.
Right, okay.
I told him the other day, or in one of the other videos, is like he should be ready for a war. I want blood.
Yeah.
That's what I'm coming for.
You want blood?
I want blood,
wow.
Yeah.
This is a 5-round fight.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's perfect for me.
Have you fought for him?
I've not fought a 5-round fight, but I've been doing plenty of sparring. I've done more than enough rounds to do it. And I like to think I'm fit enough to do 5 rounds easy.
Do you have a fight prediction?
I don't do predictions to it. No, I don't like that kind of stuff.
You're just gonna go out there.
I'm just gonna go out there and perform as well as I know I can and want to.
Yeah.
As I said, I want blood, so expect fireworks.
Right. I know you're probably not the guy to start calling people out, and obviously we're going to treat this on a fight. You're probably going to treat this as a fight-by-fight basis. So I'm guessing you're only going to look as far as October 2nd. However, do you have a plan post October 2nd?
Post October 2nd is just get on another fight show as soon as possible, to be honest with you.
Right. Is there anyone specific?
There's no one now saying I really want to fight, to be honest with you, because whoever turns up, we're going to fight. I don't know enough names, and I'm never that kind of person to call anybody out. No, I don't call anybody out, to be honest with you.
Fair enough. Well, I'll leave the floor to you if you want to say anything before we wrap this up. Yeah.
One thing is shout out to Iron Fist. Yeah. Shout out to my boys Nikki. Shout out to my boy Hassan. Tank. We've been training hard for a good year and a half. So when we come, we want to put on a show. We want everyone to know who Iron Fist Boxing is. So remember the name.
CSL 5 in the main event, Rebwar Abdoullahi versus Danny Worsfold for the CSL Light Heavyweight title on the 2nd of October at Woking Leisure Centre. Tickets out now. You do not want to miss this show. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.